Welcome to the newly elected and re-elected Cuyahoga County Council members swearing in ceremony this Friday, January 2nd, 2015. If everyone could please rise and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This afternoon we will be having the administration of the oaths of office, and beginning that process will be with Councilman Dave Greenspan for District 1 by the Honorable C. Ellen Conley. If you'll please step forward.
And you want to raise your right hand? And do you want to tell us the significance of the Bible, which is very significant?
This was my grandfather's Masonic Bible from 1947. Right here.
Yeah. Repeat after me. I state your name.
I, David Greenspan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio.
and the Charter and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio.
That I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
That I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
and impartially perform and discharge
and I will impartially perform and discharge
all the powers and duties incumbent upon me
all the powers and duties incumbent upon me
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
in the County of Cuyahoga,
in the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
to the best of my ability and understanding,
to the best of my ability and
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You're old.
Hey, why are you going there?
Okay. All right. The next will be Councilman Dan Brady with District 3 by the Honorable C. Ellen Conley.
They want my back this color light.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I have a very special history to this Bible as well. It's about 20 years old, but I hear it's been translated from some earlier version.
Okay, raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Dan Brady,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of
the
Ohio,
Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio.
and the charters and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio,
That I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
that I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
and impartially perform and discharge all powers and duties
and impartially discharge all powers and duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
in the County of Cuyahoga,
in the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability and understanding,
according to the best of my ability and understanding.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next council member on your agenda is Michael Gallagher from District 5, and Mr. Gallagher was previously sworn in this morning by the Honorable Thomas Persiak, the mayor of Strongsville. Next is Councilwoman Yvonne Conwell with District 7, and she will be sworn in today by the Honorable Lillian Green.
Yeah. Do you want the Bible?
Oh, heck yeah.
Bible down. Raise your right hand, please, and repeat after me. I
Yvonne Conwell,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, uphold, and defend
will uphold, support, and defend
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of the County of Cuyahoga, Ohio.
and the Charter and the law
County.
and the county and the laws of Cuyahoga County.
That I will faithfully, honestly, diligently,
I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
and impartially perform and discharge
impartially perform and discharge
all of the powers and duties
all the powers and duties
incumbent upon me
incumbent upon me
as
as Cuyahoga County Council
in and for the County of Cuyahoga, State of Ohio,
in and the Cuyahoga County of the State of Ohio,
according to the best of my ability and understanding, so help me God.
in the best of my ability and understanding, so help me God.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
Councilwoman. Your son.
Next on your agenda is the newest elected councilwoman, Chantel M. Brown with District 9, and she will be sworn in today by the Honorable C. Ellen Conley.
I have a special interest in this because she's my successor. And I actually have just one little phrase for you, and this is from Pilgrim's Progress, and it says, my sword I give to you, that you shall succeed me in my pilgrimage. Okay, so put your hand in the Bible and raise your right hand. I state your name,
I, Chantel Brown,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio,
and the Charter and laws of the Cuyahoga County of Ohio,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
and that I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
and impartially perform and discharge
and impartially perform and discharge
all powers and duties incumbent upon me
all powers and duties incumbent upon me
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
in the County of Cuyahoga,
in the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
She's nice.
Next on the agenda, although he was appointed last time, he is now newly elected, and that would be Councilman Anthony T. Hairston from District 10, and he will also be sworn in by the Honorable C. Ellen Conley.
Kevin's here because he was one of the 3 city council people who very early came on and endorsed me and support me to succeed Julian Rogers. So I thought because he is here, it's only right that he stand with me as I'm being officially sworn in after being elected, although I was sworn in earlier from being appointed.
Okay, step up. Over here, we can get the microphone. Come on, step over couple steps. Okay. Okay. Ready? I state your name,
I, Anthony T. Hairston,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support, uphold, and defend the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
the Constitution of the State of Ohio,
and the charters and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio,
the charters and laws of Cuyahoga County, Ohio,
that I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently
that I will faithfully, honestly, and diligently,
and impartially perform and discharge
and impartially perform and discharge
all the powers and duties incumbent upon me
all the powers and duties incumbent upon me
as a member of Cuyahoga County Council
as a member of the Cuyahoga County Council
in the County of Cuyahoga,
in the County of Cuyahoga,
State of Ohio,
State of Ohio,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding,
according to the best of my abilities and understanding.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All you guys got to sign. So-
And finally on your agenda is Councilwoman Sunny M. Simon with District 11. Ms. Simon is not in attendance today, however, she was officially sworn in prior to this ceremony. So in closing, that concludes the swearing-in ceremony, and council's organizational meeting will be now called to order. Calling to order by the Clerk of Council in accordance with the County Council Rule 2B and the County Charter. The Cuyahoga County Council organizational meeting for Friday, January 2nd, 2015. I will now call the roll for all the council members. Calling the roll, Mr. Greenspan. Here. Mr. Miller.
Here.
Mr. Brady.
Here.
Mr. Germana. Mr. Gallagher.
Here.
Mr. Schron.
Here.
Ms. Conwell.
Here.
Mr. Jones.
Here.
Ms. Brown.
Here.
Mr. Hairston.
Here.
And Ms. Simon, who is absent this afternoon. There is a quorum.
Madam Clerk,
Yes, Mr. Miller.
I would make a motion that the absence of Ms. Simon be excused.
Hearing a first and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The third item on the agenda is the election of council officers. In accordance with Rule 2C of the County Council Rules, this is the process for the election of council leadership. The president and vice president shall be elected at the organizational meeting as follows. 1, any member may nominate themselves or another member, and a second shall not be required. 2, after all nominations for president have been made, the clerk shall call the roll, and each member shall vote for one candidate. 3, a member must receive at least 6 votes for election. If no member receives 6 votes and one candidate receives the fewest number of votes, the candidate receiving the fewest number of votes shall be eliminated and the voting process shall be repeated. If 2 or more candidates are tied for the least number of votes, then no candidates shall be eliminated and the voting process shall be repeated. If no candidate receives 6 votes in the second round, the process described above shall be repeated until a candidate is elected. After the election of the president, the vice president shall be elected in the same manner. With those rules in mind, is there a nomination for the president of council?
I'd like to make a motion to nominate Councilman Deion Brady as president.
I would second that.
Is that Mr. Gallagher?
Yes.
Okay, are there any further nominations for president?
Madam Clerk,
Yes.
it's my privilege to nominate Councilwoman Yvonne Conwell for president.
Are there any further nominations? Okay, currently we have a nomination of Mr. Brady, who was nominated by Mr. Jones, with a second by Mr. Gallagher. And we have a nomination of Ms. Conwell, who was nominated by Mr. Miller. I will now call a roll call vote for the election of president. Mr. Greenspan.
Mr. Brady?
Mr. Miller,
Ms. Conwell.
Mr. Brady,
Brady.
Mr. Germana,
Mrs. Conwell.
Mr. Gallagher, Mr. Schron,
Ms. Brady.
Ms. Conwell,
Ms. Conwell,
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Brady,
Ms. Brown,
Mr. Brady,
Mr. Hairston.
Mr. Brady.
The final vote is 7 votes for Mr. Brady and 3 votes for Ms. Conwell. The new president of council is officially Mr. Brady.
Thanks a lot. I think we'll go ahead in the order of business.
Okay. Mr. Brady would like me to continue on with the vote for vice president. Are there any nominations for vice president?
I nominate Purnell Jones.
I'm sorry, who was the second? Thank you, Mr. Greenspan. Are there any further nominations for vice president? Hearing none, I believe I must still take a roll call vote on that. So, Mr. Greenspan?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Miller?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Brady?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Germana?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Gallagher?
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Schron?
Mr. Jones.
Ms. Conwell?
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones?
Mr. Jones,
Ms. Brown?
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Hairston?
Mr. Jones.
Okay, congratulations to Mr. Jones as vice president.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank all of you for your support. I very much appreciate it. We want to congratulate our new vice president and our newly elected members and our re-elected members. It's been a long 4 years. We've been through a lot together, and look forward to the next term. I want to let you know that I'm going to continue to try my best to lead this council in the way that it's been led for the last 4 years. We'll be here in the C. Ellen Connolly chambers, and we will work in her spirit. We'll be bipartisan. We will be an independent institution, and we will be very diligent about our work. We will also have the opportunity to work with a new county executive, and I think with a change of administration, it gives us a chance to push the restart button and work closely with the new administration's administrators, the executive, and also our staff with their staff. I think we can get a lot done in advance and in a more smooth approach if we are able to work closely together. I'm going to make the necessary committee and board appointments over the next week or so, and I'm looking for regular scheduled council meetings, committee meetings rather, not to proceed if possible until the 20th of this month. We will have our regular meeting on the 13th. And if something does come up and there's an emergency reason to do something, as always, we will try to figure out how to do it. So thank you very much. Let's all go forward and have a nice weekend. We have a few items of business here, not very much. Item 5 is the consideration of a resolution of council for first reading and adoption under suspension of rules. Clerk, could you please read the resolution?
Mr. Brady, would you like to suspend the rules first?
Need a first and a second?
I would move to suspend the rules.
Second.
All right. Rules been moved and suspended. Clerk, would you please read the resolution?
Resolution number 2015-0001, a resolution establishing the 2015 and 2016 schedules of county council meetings and declaring the necessity that this resolution become immediately effective.
All right, let's vote on the suspension first.
Thank you,
All those in
Mr.
favor
President.
say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed. This is the schedule, the chartered mandates that we print our schedule today. There are some very minor changes. We are obviously able to change the schedule if there would be some reason to do that. One reason we might want to do that is if the Republican National Convention opens up on a Tuesday evening and it's a council meeting, we might want to reconsider having our meeting in this building on that evening. Other than that, there are very few differences. Could I have a motion then on the resolution?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Councilman Schron and seconded by Councilman Germana. Clerk, please read the roll.
Mr. President, would you prefer to do just a voice vote?
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, the resolution is adopted. We go into miscellaneous business. Does anybody have any miscellaneous business this morning or this afternoon? Okay, none today. Plenty of time for that. Any public comment on the agenda? Maybe you'd
Mr.
like to
President, there
maybe-
was no public comment requested.
All right. All right, well then, if I could have a motion to adjourn, we'll get on with our day. Moved by Councilman Harrison, seconded by Councilwoman Brown. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? This meeting is adjourned. Happy New Year.